Welcome to an all-new Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed.
I'm Cameo. How you doing?
And we're joined by Buck Berlin, owner and operator of New World Comics here in Oklahoma City.
Howdy.
He's just south of 63rd on Meridian. And so much stuff going on in this store every week. You're still doing the Avengers, right?
We just wrapped up our final week of that.
I see.
Yeah.
Tell us again what you were doing with that.
So every week in May, we were doing Avengers here at the store.
So what kind of different Avengers did you have?
So there are hundreds of different Avengers. So we would have like a handful of like really well-known Avengers and more than a handful of lesser-known Avengers. And, you know, the kids were like, you know, the kids show up for, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America.
Right.
Wasp, Ant-Man. But they stick around and they're like, man, I love Mockingbird.
Yeah.
How about D-Man? Like,
So what would you say was maybe the zaniest of all the Avengers you had over the last few weeks?
Ares or Sentry, Forbush Man showed up for like the really serious comic fans. They know who Forbush Man is.
Yeah.
That's
George, right?
Yeah. D-Man's pretty out there,
right?
It's weird the characters that the kids will latch onto, and the ones that are like, man, I don't care.
Cameo, didn't your wife have a cameo?
No, she was going to, but got sick.
My bad. Oh,
yeah.
Well, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry. I did do it once, and it was a lot of fun. So she's got to get back on.
Well, I was hoping that we were going to be able to do it this weekend, but we couldn't.
Right.
But I was kind of sad because I was like, oh, this is going to be so dope. But I was at home taking care of her. She was sick, so sorry about that, Buck.
It happens, but we had this last weekend we had a massive crowd and it was awesome.
Well, let's see. You got a bunch of your friends that do the superhero school.
Yeah.
So tell me, who comes out here and is like one of those people that when you see them around the store, you're going to be like, okay, I think this is how they are one way. But when they come out and do these characters, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that's the same person.
Cassidy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Which he was
so.
on the New World Comics podcast.
Yeah. And honestly, Josh Flowers, like, they'll take on different personas. Like a lot of people kind of stay in their lane, so to speak.
Right.
But they will go way out there. And we had a couple debuts this week in superhero school. It was
nice.
A lot of people's like first, or a couple of people's first shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like the superhero school. I bring out my nephews from time to time, and they always love it. It's educational, and it's very entertaining because they get to do like a meet and greet and all that, and they love that.
Right, and we present the information in an entertaining way as opposed to just like reading down the Wikipedia.
Right, yeah. It's a great way to interact and learn. So that's what's happened in May. What's coming up for June?
So far, we're going to be at SoonerCon coming up. They've asked us to do Avengers again, so we're going to fit as many Avengers as we can in the hour slot that they gave us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after that, I think we're doing Spider-Man.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Because, there's that movie coming up.
Yeah.
What movie?
It's entitled Spider-Man.
We got to talk a little bit about Spider-Man coming up, too.
That one. Okay.
So,
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
God,
who's he again?
something.
What does he do?
And of course, New World Comic Con coming up in July.
Yeah.
July 27th to be exact. It's bigger, it's better. And any announcements yet? Anything new on
We're so close to something that I can say.
Yay.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All right. Well, stay tuned.
Is it that you're going to get Tom Holland?
No, I mean there might be a guy named Tom Holland, but it's not the guy that plays Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you're a guy
about Ben Affleck?
named Tom Holland, we want you to come.
Right, yeah. If your name is Tom Holland, just come.
I mean, have you seen
Or
Role
Ben
Models?
Affleck. Yes.
So there's probably going to be some white dudes, so they're Ben Affleck.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so
I love that movie, by the way.
definitely,
so good.
definitely. I have to say about the shop, I came in today and I got to pick up my Mr. Miracle book, You were telling me something interesting about this one.
Yeah, DC made this really awful decision to take it out of print, the hardcover. Like, you can get the trade still, but the hardcover is gone.
So this is hard to find
Yes.
and valuable?
Excuse me.
He's so overwhelmed by how valuable it is.
Yes.
The thing is, though, it's I wouldn't want to sell it because I've been dying to have this. B, it's going up next to my Mr. Miracle
figure,
yeah, in my little my home studio. I've got a Hall of Fame going with my action figures, my books that go along with them. So that one's staying in the collection.
Nice.
For sure. Should I keep it in the plastic, though?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Do it.
No, man. Display all your toys. Have fun with them. Make them pose funny.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about this or this?
Both, really.
Take this out. Leave that in.
Well,
Have you read it all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Let's leave it in the
I've
plastic.
got all the single issues.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Just leave it in there.
You think?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just keep
What
it
if I
wrapped.
meet Tom King? I'll want him to sign it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then take it out of the plastic then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then it's out of the plastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
then
no.
Tom King will be mad at me.
Then it's worth the exact same.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
All
he's
right.
saying
Yeah.
take it out, leave
Yeah.
it in.
Okay.
It's weird if you don't.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
it would be kind of weird up on the shelf in plastic.
Yeah, folks, take the stuff out of the packaging. Enjoy it. It's worth whatever it is to you. If it just so happens to be worth something later, hey, that's a bonus. Don't buy things just because they're, you think they're, have intrinsic value. Because that could go one way or the other, guys.
Now, we have talked about this before, but Buck, I can't remember what your stance is. Like, your action figures, do they stay in the box?
They're all out, unless they have like super tiny pieces that I might lose.
Yes.
And even then they get opened. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like all the figures are out. And
Okay.
Yeah, I usually keep the small pieces in that I'm not going to use to display them with in the box.
Yeah.
And then I put the box somewhere.
Yeah, but like if they'll hold all their stuff or whatever, like I have a since the Marvel Legends all that come with like extra hands and heads, I have like this box full of hands and heads,
Right. Yeah.
extra pieces.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is like posed up, with everyone else.
Yeah, the build-a-figure stuff. That's why, I'll have to open up a bunch of stuff and just toss that into some kind of cart for Cameo. Can you make some crazy person out of all the
Build-A-Figures?
Yeah, sometimes they'll be compatible because sometimes they reuse body parts.
Yeah.
But most of the time, no.
Yeah, I noticed DC does that too with theirs.
Yeah,
Does this one have some? No.
Yeah, but I do a lot of customization of the figures, so I know tricks to make them work.
Nice. All right, well, we do have some nerd updates this week, so I think we should get on into that. Are you ready, Cameo?
Let's do it.
All right. We got to mention, we did tease this like a few times over the past month, I think. When did Endgame come out?
April 27th?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was almost a month.
Yeah.
Well, for one reason or another, we weren't able to do like a in-depth review of it, and enough time has passed. I think people kind of understand what we think about it. But I will say it like this. Buck, you said last night you watched it again. This was only the second time?
Yes. Yeah. The wife and I have been trying to find time to go and watch it. And May has just been so busy for us that we finally got to see it last night.
So seeing it the second time, was there anything, that was a revelation to you that you didn't see before?
I saw Howard the Duck.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw like something about that, but
Yeah.
I didn't actually pay attention to that.
Yeah, he's
Like
with
a split second.
Yeah, like he's with the Ravagers coming out with a gun at the end with the.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. See, I've only seen it the one time. Cameo, how many times have you seen it?
3 times, but I would say equally one whole time.
Yeah, because you had to keep taking the kids.
So
to the
many
bathroom.
things have happened in the 3 times I've seen it.
Yeah, but seeing it 3 times, I mean, you picked up a bunch of stuff, right? Or
I mean, when I wasn't being distracted by kids eating gummies or taking kids to the bathroom or just being late.
You know, the first time you saw it, Bug, did you know who the kid was at the end?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, I didn't know until I read it afterwards. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's
that
Harley
makes
from
sense.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had to do some digging into that because I was like, man, this kid looks familiar, but I couldn't put, he's
Yeah.
grown.
Yeah.
So, all these movies that you've seen, like, everybody still kind of looks the same, like Thor, Tony Stark, they all kind of look the same, but a little bit different. But, when kids grow up, it's like their whole body just changes. So it's just like, oh.
yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yes. It's called puberty, kids.
Well, the reason that I wanted to bring it up, I mean, like I say, we're not going to go too far into it. There was a few things.
So in the
that-
beginning,
yes,
we,
I liked it a lot, but I didn't love it. I mean, I want to see it again, though, for sure.
like the first time that I saw it, like it felt like a life-changing experience. Like it was
Yeah.
the thing. And then last night when we watched it, it was it's a good movie. It didn't have the gravitas. Like I didn't really cry. Like man, like the first time that I watched it, tears were coming. Oh man, like it was waterworks were on. Last night I teared up like once or twice.
Yeah.
I remember some people have said that they thought the previous one was better, and I don't think that I agree with that necessarily, but I do think that things that they did in that movie to trick us, like into thinking it was going to happen then, that happened in Endgame, it kind of ruined it for me. Like, oh, okay, I knew it was coming.
I would say the previous one was a better overall movie, whereas this one was really awesome parts of movies.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll say this too about Endgame was that it was more of a I don't know, just a regular old story.
Yeah,
Like there wasn't really any action until the
'cause
very end.
It was
but
it was weird how, to me, it was kind of weird, but then again, it was more to me also like a comic book in a way. But
Yeah,
it was a story that was not exactly what you thought, because you thought they were going to be fighting Thanos more. Instead, he gets dealt with pretty early. And then, there's a different version of Thanos that comes. And I thought how they did that was cool, though.
Yeah.
It was different. Let's just fast forward to the end. All right.
Okay.
So what do you guys think about Captain America and how that all shook out?
I figured what was going to happen. We're doing spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I figured that he was going to be worthy because, in, what was it, Age of Ultron, right?
no, it was Fear itself.
No, I'm talking about in the movies.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So at Age of Ultron, when they were all playing with
Oh,
Mjolnir, I figured they were going to, pay homage to that.
Yeah, because
and
it makes that little.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like I will say that the whole theater and myself was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so amazing. But I figured that was going to happen. So.
And even with the time, like where he went back and then he was an old man, that to me seemed like, okay, now you're just tacking things on at the end that I didn't actually need.
See, the problem I had with it was their rule of time travel is anytime you go and change a thing, it creates another spin-off thing. He would have had to show up on that platform to get back to that point.
Right.
Like he couldn't go back to their own past to live that life and end up on that
Right.
bench.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, would it though?
Yeah, because anytime you're going back in time, you're going to a different dimension's time. Like you're creating a new.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, like Hulk was explaining with the Ancient One, like unless you put things back the minute you got them, then it's all.
I will say though, when he did come back, why did he look old and crotchety? Because I mean,
because he lived that other life, and who's to say that he didn't spend more time elsewhere?
Oh, okay, that is also true.
Yeah, and so he was living through all these other things as they were happening, but he was just hanging back wherever.
As far as we know, I mean, but the thing is, he's in a different dimension.
Yeah.
So
it strings out.
Yeah, so he could be like, oh, and they're Hydra, by the way, and get rid of Zola. and then he comes back to this one.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if he's alive in that whole timeline and everything, he could have just said, "Hey guys, hey, Thanos is coming."
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Prepare.
Yeah. Who's to say that he didn't, and then he came back here?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it gets complicated if you overthink these things.
Yeah. I mean, we're no experts in time travel.
Well, and I mean, then you could bring up the whole argument like, oh man, so for 5 years everyone was gone and then everyone's back. What about the world's food supply? And if everyone came back the exact same place they were, what about the people that were flying? What about the insurance that was paid out to the death policies?
Oh, yeah.
What about like the dilapidated housing and cars and stuff that people moved? What about the people sitting on toilets? Like,
well, that's what we were asking because we were like, well, did all the kids get snapped in Spider-Man school, or are some of them not that good at school and are still in high school 5 years later?
probably both.
What I heard about that, because I did read up on that, and they were saying that I guess the majority of the kids that did get snapped away are basically going through school.
Yeah.
So even though they went back, 5 years later, they still have to finish school. So whatever, I guess Ned, MJ,
like his whole group of friends.
Yeah, all his group of friends that have to go back to school.
Yeah, like the thing that I heard is that's why they're doing that. Their vacation is man, this is too crazy. Everyone go have fun real quick.
Yeah. They should.
I mean, especially for that group of kids that got, let go. They were the brainiacs of the school.
Yeah.
So it's just like, here, take this vacation. Then when you come back and, get your mind right, here's a test to graduate and just call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest, relax. Nothing bad will happen. We promise.
Right.
Which brings me to our next kind of nugget that popped up in the last few days. I think I just saw it today, so I don't know when it came out exactly, but they were saying that they're wanting to introduce Deadpool into the MCU.
I heard that was a rumor. Would I like it? Yes. Will it happen? I don't think so.
Bob Iger said that he definitely wants to have an R-rated Deadpool in the MCU. Like he wants to make that a reality.
Yeah.
But I don't know how well that would work. Like I don't think R-rated Spider-Man's going to fly.
Yeah, well, that was according to the story they were talking about leaning towards introducing him through Spider-Man.
I mean, unless it's like Civil War when they introduced Spider-Man, like it's here's 5 minutes worth of that.
Yeah, maybe this is what's going to happen. Spider-Man's trying to stop a bad guy. Deadpool's also trying to stop the same bad guy. But meanwhile doing all this stuff, Deadpool's killing all these people. And so Spider-Man's thinking, oh, crap, Deadpool's a bad person. So let me, stop him too, along with this guy.
I could personally not get thrown off by a movie where he's in it with Spider-Man, if it's Spider-Man's movie. And he's not cursing and doing all that. I wouldn't think that'd be horrible. And then he could go back to having a Deadpool movie where he can say whatever.
Right.
Tom Holland could even guest star. Whatever. None of that would bother me. So I don't see like the necessarily why it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I want it to happen. I don't think it will happen, but I think if they do it, they will.
He said doo-doo.
They will bleep him out, and he's gonna be like, what the, what's all this? Oh, it's Disney. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think if they play it like that, I think it'll work.
Or what they could do is they could like sew his mouth shut.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fresh take.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be popular. I'm pretty sure. All right. Cameo. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
you ain't done that in like 3 years.
I know.
4 years. Going on 4. Wow.
Yeah.
That's been a minute.
Okay. You saw Brightburn, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you love it?
No.
Really?
Really.
Ooh, it's the James Gunn movie. And it's like I think it's kind of like a horror movie. Is that why you didn't like it?
No, I wouldn't say it was a horror movie. It was more of a thriller than anything.
Yeah.
But you love thriller.
Yeah.
You do love thriller.
That was a good
Thriller night.
Good video.
All right.
No, it was pretty cool. Basically, you have a bad Superman.
Yeah.
And I've never, again, I'm going to say this again, just in case you're just first time watching, listening. I am not a DC reader. And I know there was a a Superman where it was like, he grew up in Russia.
Yeah.
And there was a bad version of Superman at one point, correct? Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I haven't read those, so I can't really, compare those two. But it kind of freaked me out. Like there is a horrible Superman going around with no morals, no remorse. And it's just like, wow.
Well, say no more about it because I haven't seen it yet. But I'm surprised that you didn't like it because I love James Gunn and I like his weirder stuff. And I was thinking this would be right up my alley.
No, I think you'll like it.
How's this? Have you seen Super?
Super.
Yes.
With Rainn Wilson?
Oh, yes, I love that movie.
Okay, interesting.
I love that movie. But I love Rainn Wilson.
Oh, well, but I mean, because that was James Gunn also.
Yeah.
So like I was saying because it's kind of darker. All right, interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, people go see this movie because I'm going to go see it and let us know what you think, if you think something differently than Cameo. Have you seen it yet, Buck?
No.
Okay.
But the one that I'm most excited about. Well, no, you go ahead.
I was just going to say Rainn Wilson doesn't make a good Lex Luthor, though.
Oh, God, no.
That's
Is he in this one, too?
No.
In the cartoons?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in the cartoons.
But you know what comes out this week, though?
What is it?
Godzilla.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
My nephews want to see that one really
I want
bad.
to see it, too.
Yeah.
I want to see it, too.
Yeah.
How do you not?
I do want to see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're like my nephew.
Well,
no,
I'm just saying.
My nephew really wants to see it. I'm not bringing him up.
I'm going to take them maybe to the drive-in, though, so we can watch it.
I'm going to the. Apparently, the Warren has like this like special effects theater that will like. Here's smoke and here's like.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
It'll shake your chair and like here's the smells that are happening and like here's a strobe light and I don't know.
That's kind of cool. I'm going to go do that.
Yeah, probably some dude in the rubber suit's going to come out and slap me and be like, it's Godzilla's tail.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, here's another $5. This is amazing.
If you go to the drive-in with me, I can make smoke happen.
We've heard that about you.
The smells.
Yeah.
The ambiance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Heightened senses or less than heightened?
It just depends.
Taste buds are amazing,
There's a whole lot of... This brings me to some more discussion, but I want to have it during my most favorite segment here.
Yeah.
Oh, Buck, yeah.
Buck, yeah.
Give me a high one, Cameo.
Oh, Buck, yeah.
Yeah. Which is actually brought to you by our friends at Comic Art Scene at the Skirvin Hilton Hotel down in downtown Oklahoma City. You know who's hanging out there, Cameo?
Our most hated arch nemesis,
Yeah.
Jerry Bennett.
Jerry Bennett would, if we had a comic book where he was our arch nemesis, he'd make a great one because...
Right.
Because he's so dastardly.
Yeah,
Right?
but people would love him.
And he has an evil laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most evil laugh.
The
It was
evilest of evil.
Yeah,
My
they would
God.
love to hate Jerry. It would be awesome. But if you would love to go hate on him, go see him at the Comic Art Scene.
And make sure you ask what's in his drink.
Yeah. You can watch as he's creating new work. He also has some activities where you can interact and learn the process of creating comic art. They had Charles Martin out there the other day, and he was doing
like that
a session on comic book writing. So they got all kinds of stuff. Follow Jerry on Facebook and Instagram at Comic Art Scene. And so that brings us to
Oh, Buck, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do it to where I'm David Letterman and you're Paul Shaffer. And so
okay.
I hold it and then I'm like,
Is this because he's bald?
yes. And you got to wear
Hey, the crazy thing is,
glasses.
I've met him one time.
Paul Shaffer?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when I was in New York, my buddy that I was living with knew a girl that was I guess on the writing team or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey man, you want to go see David Letterman tonight?"
Sweet.
Heck yeah! So we went and they record the majority of the shows. So it was, I wouldn't say it was in the afternoon that we went, and she got to take us to the back, and we were on set and
Nice.
all that stuff. And Paul Shaffer was walking by, and I was like, "Oh hey man, I'm a real big fan." And he was like, "Oh hey, nice to meet you." Real cool guy. Then he was like, "All right, see you later." I was like,
Nice.
"Oh, okay.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was Paul Shaffer doing before the Tonight The David Letterman show.
Combing his hair.
I can't remember if he was in a band.
Yeah.
or-
No, I mean, like music's always been his thing.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. All right. Well, we hijacked the Obug Gas.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
sorry.
it's Cameo, yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Cameo, yeah.
So I do want to talk to you though. There's some comic book news happening. You got some recommendations. Of course, it is early in the week. We're actually Memorial Day. We're taping this, so comic books do generally come out on Wednesdays.
Yes.
So some of the things that we talk about might be available at a later date. So anyway, let me ask you this real quick. I've been asking you this off the camera. XMen.
Yes.
So the comic book universe is getting reset.
Sort of. No, I mean, no. So, like, everything that's happening will still matter,
Oh, okay.
but they're just adding things to another fresh starting point.
Is that a new writer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the guy who, like, kind of brought Fantastic Four back to, like, a large readership, you know, and then he got on Avengers, and then, like, made this big super epic where that led into Secret Wars, which technically restarted the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
You know, for another, like, you know, let's read it here. Like, it's not really a reboot, you know, because, like, everything before it still matters, but it's a fresh jumping on point.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So with that, do you think that it's going along with the movies and everything?
No,
because
absolutely not.
The reason I think not going along like story wise or anything, but like the movies are about to reboot basically at some point. And so do you think they're trying to have like a fresh start going forward for all of it where it could be in some kind of continuity?
I think they're just trying to get X-Men to sell to the people that haven't ever bought X-Men.
Okay.
Because
Well, that doesn't sound like necessarily a good thing, though, right?
no, I mean the problem is X-Men right now is selling to the people that bought X-Men 20 years ago.
Yeah,
But no one else.
right.
You know, like it's not, you know, it's not escaping that bubble.
Okay,
You
Is
know?
that why they did the whole, basically reboot
Yeah.
after Secret Wars? Okay.
Yeah.
okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why, like, Cyclops is back, Wolverine's back. They got rid of, like, the original X-Men that were time displaced.
Spoiler alert.
You're about
Jean Grey's back.
Yeah, you're about a year and a half late. So, but yeah, like that's why a lot of things are kind of coming back to a reset point.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what? Okay. You were telling me something about Tom King. Too.
Yeah, so Tom King, last Wednesday we got the news. Well, you know, we got the rumor that Tom King was getting kicked off Batman.
Oh my God.
Well, because he said they have plans through issue 105.
Okay. Yeah.
And, you know, like it's our best selling comic, and that's the same for a lot of other stores.
No, wasn't I asking you the other day how many he was trying to get to?
Right, and it was 105.
Oh, okay.
So they're kicking him off at 85.
Oh no.
But they're giving him his own 12-issue series with Batman and Catwoman.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Which
I
still,
have to watch. I mean, not watch. Got to read
those
that one.
numbers still don't add up to 100. So that's still kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to do an 8 comic book after the 12 Batman and Catwoman. Maybe it's going to be an 8 issue of Batman and Damian Wayne Robin.
We'll see. But,
What I think about that is, okay, so Heroes in Crisis, loved it.
oh, yeah.
Mr. Miracle, loved it. Batman, love what he's doing with that. But when I hear that it's going to be the Batman and Catwoman, I'm like a little less excited.
Well, but that's the thing. That's what all of this is building towards. Like, he didn't want to come out and say it, but, you know, like, his plan for issue 100 was, now they actually get married.
right. And then the thing about that I read about this Batman and Catwoman is that it all is in with the continuity, so
Yeah.
it's all 100% canon and all that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I do, like I say, it's Tom King, so I'll go with it.
Yeah.
But wasn't weren't people kind of let down by the kind of that whole arc?
Yeah, DC kind of made a way bigger deal about it than they should have.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are complaining about how slow the book is, as opposed to just enjoying the ride. People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I you know, and I also keep reading that he's got some kind of movie thing cooking up, so I don't know what
He's got a lot of stuff planned, it sounds like.
Please let
so.
it be Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
Please.
I've heard something about Mr. Miracle and the New Gods, but who knows?
Well, I want it to be a continuation of the book.
Or just a retelling of for
Nope,
the general audience.
Nope. They got to read it. They got to read it for
I mean,
themselves.
I'm okay with people reading more comics.
Hey,
Yeah.
so come get it.
What? So, isn't there another Batman?
So yeah, coming out this week, there's Batman: The Last Night on Last Night on Earth, right?
Scott Snyder.
Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, telling their final Batman story, which is not necessarily their final Batman story, but whatever else they write, this story comes after that.
Oh, okay.
Got
Yeah.
you. And so, if you were a big New 52 fan and following them for all the great books,
It's the best thing that came out of the New 52. Like, it's crazy. It's everything that is just insane and wonderful about Batman.
and that's why I do have to give it up to Tom King again, though. It was because I loved the New 52 stuff so much.
Yeah,
I was
and then-
like, this isn't going to be as good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, because, it was this is the best Batman we've had for 20 years. How are they going to follow that? And then we get Tom King's Batman, and it's well, all right. It's
For you sports people, it's like getting Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers. Or,
Okay.
you know, Joe Montana, then Steve Young.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
If
I like
you're
that.
if you know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Football.
We're getting like I don't know Muhammad Ali and Larry Bird.
Yes.
and
Same team,
And
back to back.
Charles Barkley and Tiger Woods.
Yes.
I don't know.
No.
Oh.
Sports ball.
Yeah, it's like getting the Harlem Globetrotters, and then the righteous victors, the Washington Generals, finally getting the proper calls. That's how that goes.
No. Yeah.
Generals for life.
Is how many issues do you know is the last night?
It's going to be 3.
3. Awesome. I can't wait on those. Isn't the Batman Who Laughs wrapping up too?
Yes.
Okay, that was a really good one too. What else do we got?
So next up, there's the Heroes in Crisis. The final issue of that's coming out. Talking about Tom King. Yeah. So
You've been reading it, right, Brad?
Okay. Yeah, I'm current on that one.
So it looks like someone's going to be saving one of the main characters. We hope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the rumor. This series has been like ups, downs, rights, lefts. Everything's just out of control.
I have my predictions. I'm probably going to write it down somewhere, and then afterwards I'll let you see if it was right or not.
You should do that. Yeah. Just leave a little envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really good one, though. I like this one, this whole series. And again, we mentioned Tom King probably every week that we've had a show, so we're big fans. So pick that one up for sure.
And then the last thing that I want to talk about came out last week, but my God, it's the best thing that's coming out. Spider-Man Life Story.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get. I haven't. Oh,
Well, you haven't been here, Cameo.
no.
Yeah.
Stuart.
I wonder why that one wasn't in the bag.
I don't know, but
He's in trouble.
wait, it's because you got it last week, Brad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were here.
Yeah, I wasn't here last
Yeah.
week.
So the premise of the story is that each issue is each decade that Spider-Man has existed, and it's all told in real time.
Right.
So
I will
here's a
say
little slice.
The I think it was the second issue that I read because this last week was third.
Third.
Okay.
yeah.
So the second issue, I like his Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
His Spider-Man suit is pretty dope.
Just wait till you see the third.
Oh, really?
Oh,
he
my-
upgrades it? Oh, my God. Okay.
Upgrade.
I'm
I'm
excited.
just saying.
I'm excited.
Things change, and it's heartbreaking, but amazing.
I can't wait.
Don't do this to me.
And then it oh my God.
Don't do this to me.
Whew.
Is it what I thought it was?
I don't know. Listen, unlike Professor X here, I can't read your mind.
I think I know what it is. No, not again. Okay, but anyways.
Yeah. So that's that. You know, instead of having the big pile, these are the 3 that you need to get.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Cameo, have you seen this?
Yes. Is this any good?
Tell everybody what it is.
It's the radically rearranged Ronin ragdolls.
It's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Yes.
parody.
But it's done by
spin-off?
Kevin Eastman. So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That looks so cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yep.
Too bad you don't get one.
Oh,
I'm joking. We have one back for you.
Oh, sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot because I follow Kevin Eastman on social media, and I've seen
And in real life.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
Scary.
no, but I'm a ninja, spooky ninja. Get it? No, Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja
I'll be
Turtles?
over here.
Raphael did. Okay.
No, that was a great movie, though.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I've been seeing his stuff on social media a lot, and I was like, man, when is this coming out? And I keep forgetting to ask you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm glad it's already out. Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have to talk more about Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I want to do it when it comes out to the general public.
Yeah, because Buckaroo here hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I'm not old
No,
enough.
we're the nerds who bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't wait
I'm
for it
gonna-
to come out on
yeah,
the DC.
Yeah, I'm using the DC to pay for itself to. Yeah.
Which is very understandable, but you know, being a big Ninja Turtle fan,
Yeah.
and
Couldn't wait.
Are you saying I'm not?
No, you just made like 4 turtles last year. So I mean,
Yeah. He doesn't need to see the movie.
Yeah,
He lives
yeah.
the movie every day.
no, but
In
I
the
had
back.
to. I had to because I love the crossover series.
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, this has to be it.
Yeah.
But I do kind of like how they did this one than they did the comic book. So
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. DC Universe still, you guys still loving it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all watching Doom Patrol right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'll
I
watch
wish
it.
that there was more stuff there that like I haven't seen, or you know, like if they'd add more stuff to it. But you know,
yeah, because they're just now adding some long run series comics. On
yeah,
there right
they're
now.
adding more comics, but like, you know, that's cool if you haven't read a lot of the stuff. But like,
I am kind of
there's-
upset that they don't have Smallville on there.
yeah.
Like, why-
Well, and there's like no superpowers. There's no, you know, like the show Superpowers.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have like the old 60s shorts. They don't have,
Yeah,
you know, like there's so much stuff that they don't have, and there's no reason for that.
yeah.
Well, I got one more question for you guys before we get out of here, and we might all have the same answer. What are you looking forward to in the next few months coming out? You know, movies, TV. It's gonna be.
New World Comic Con
Oh, there you go. July 27th.
and Godzilla.
Godzilla. Cameo?
I would say Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah. That's a good one. Can't
And
wait
you
for
know,
that one.
I'm kind of excited and not excited about X-Men Phoenix.
See, that's the one I am excited about. I'm getting more excited now as we get there, and kind of sad that it's basically coming to an end. But also, I kind of like that because I'm excited to see what's next for them.
Do you
Yeah.
think that Hugh Jackman will make a cameo in this one?
I mean, a cameo? No, I don't think
No?
he will. I don't think he will though. I could see them wanting to do something if it was the last one, but I just don't.
I think he's done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yep. We could get the new Wolverine in this one. At the very end,
It's not the same.
we could get Danny DeVito.
They're
in
gonna
it.
get an actual Wolverine.
Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
We did? Danny
Yeah.
DeVito?
Yeah, that's from an old Wizard thing. The artist Alex Ross did like a Danny DeVito
Well,
as.
it keeps getting brought up, I guess. People
Yeah.
keep getting behind it, so that's hilarious.
Just bring him back as Penguin and call it a day. That's what I want.
Yeah, we talked about that one last
Yeah.
show. We're on the Josh Gad.
yeah,
Oh,
train.
he would be.
Yeah.
He would be a good one.
Yeah.
His voice is kind of like the 66 Batman.
Yeah, I'm sure he could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be good. All right, well, I think that's a wrap.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Cameo?
Keep it nerdy.
Dirt Man for life.
Yeah.